Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here for the first time in a few months for this collab. It's an open collab. It is a stash building collaboration. Its intention is to help build up a stash of cards, or to add to your stash of handmade cards for different occasions. Each month there is a particular theme or occasion. If we do not need that card, then we're welcome to create like any other card that we want to. But the last 2 months, April and May, I did not get around to making a card, even though I was really planning on doing it, but it just seemed like the 3rd of the month just came and went, and I did not get around to doing this. So I was determined to do it for this month, and I'm going to try my best to do the rest of the year, because I really love the idea of this collab, and I love making cards, so I really want to take advantage of this collaboration. And I did not mention it, but it is hosted by Misty Delaney, and I think this might be her YouTube name, Grandma Misty. I have that up there, so I'm assuming that's, I cannot remember at this very second. I think that's her YouTube channel. So for the month of June, the theme was sympathy cards. And you can always use sympathy cards. You know, it's always good to have those on hand if something comes up and you just need to send someone like a thanking of you, or condolences, or sympathy. I keep saying symphony. A sympathy card. It's always good to have those on hand. So I made 2 because I was just using up scraps out of my stash drawer. And I did have enough to make the 2 card fronts out of this paper. The only thing I have left now out of that paper are these few scraps right here. So I could either turn these into ATCs, or maybe a tag, or even make a either a smaller card, or use them on an A2 card. I can mat them. You know, I can still come up with ways to use that last little bit of this paper. And I love this. I'm not sure what the company is, what brand it is. It's got like a glittery texture to it. And I've had this in my stash. I know I've had it for quite some time. It's probably some of the earlier paper I ever got when I started doing like scrapbooking. And I wish I could think of, it might be Cane Company. I don't remember for sure. But I just love all the colors in there. You can really pull from all those colors to use to make so many different variations of cards. But this was laying right with it in my stash drawer, so I'm assuming I had used it on another project. And okay, let's throw the card around. I have a little bit more of that left over. I do have one bigger piece, and then I have these smaller strips. I was going to do like a border, but I didn't. I was going to cut this in half. I thought, well, I'll just cut out both sides at once and then slice it right down the middle. And then I realized it was going to be too thin. So I ended up just taking another piece of the paper, and I went ahead and cut it into the individual strips, and then just did the one side on each of them for the border punch. And this is just a, I think it's Paper Studio. It might be Stampin' Up. It was the black border punch, and it just made this nice little scallop edge here. And I used an old wooden stamp I've had forever. And let me look here. I do not know where I got it from. Either one of these. Well, this one, I'm not sure where I got it from. It says with deepest sympathy. And here's the information on the side. It says it was $5.99. I have no clue if that's what I paid for it. I love the like cursive script on here. It's real fancy with all the like swirls and everything. And then on the inside, I used a stamp that is Hero Arts. It just says, just to let you know, you're in my thoughts today. And with this price tag on here. I know it came from a scrapbook store that used to be about 15 minutes away, and it closed probably 10 years ago. So I've had that at least probably 11 or 12 years. But that one was a Hero Art stamp. It was actually my mom's, and she gave it to me. But here is, this one's just called Thoughts Today, and there's the, if you could see that, the item number. But the front, I just took the With Deepest Sympathy stamp. I used this ink pad that matches pretty closely. It's called Ocean, and it's close to my heart. And I've had this for a long time as well. So I know you can't probably get it now since the store or the company closed down. But it might be available somewhere online. But I just really love that color of almost like a teal. And matched this paper perfectly, I felt like. So I stamped that on the front on just some white cardstock and matted it with some more of this same sort of like a wood grain looking paper. And then added a few of these little, I don't know what I did with the package. I don't even know where I got these from. They came in like a pack of a few different colors. There was this and like a turquoise, which I didn't want to go with that. I had a turquoise that matched that pretty closely, but I really wanted something else to kind of stand out. So I went with the hot pink. And there's just two different sizes of those gems on here. So I went with that. And then on the inside, I just added the Just to Let You Know You're in My Thoughts Today stamp. And again, matted it with that same pattern paper. And on this, I had, I just went ahead and used my little swirly, whatever you call that, circle punch from Stampin' Up. I don't even know if that's what it's called. I doubt it. I just call it maybe it's a wavy circle punch or something like that. And I just cut it in half, and I glued each half to like the top and bottom underneath side of the sentiment, just to give it a little something, because it has all this pink on the front. So I just kind of wanted to pull some of that color in, and I still have some room down here to write something. I thought about actually taking like some of this pattern paper here, adding a little strip at the bottom, like cutting this in half and putting a strip at the bottom of each card. But I really wanted to leave this open so that I'd be able to have somewhere to write like a little message, or if I give this, like send it to someone like in a Facebook swap, then the recipient would have somewhere to write something. So I just left it alone. But anyways, these two cards are identical, other than I kind of got that one a little bit wider apart than this. Didn't exactly glue them the same, but that doesn't matter because they're not going to be going to the same people. So, anyways, those are the two sympathy cards that I made for this month. I don't really think I had any on hand, so it's good to have these for my stash. And if anyone wants to play along, you can upload your cards anytime on the 3rd. And for the, it's going to be probably too late by the time you see it. Well, you can do it later in the day for June. For July, it is a Miss You card. And it's Misty Delaney is the host of the collab. And it's called Stash Builder Collaboration. So feel free to jump in if you want to make a card. And let me go ahead and hold this here for a second so you can see the rest of the year, what the themes are. And of course, like I said, if you just want to make any card, then you're welcome to do that too. This is just for helping to build your own collection of cards, your own stash. So there's really like no rules. But I would like to thank everyone for stopping by, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care.